Hello, we'll get going here in a minute. I'm having brain farts as I try to set up my freaking manager. What the hell is that? Oh. Oh. How do you get away with that, BGM? I follow this guy. He's a live channel. It's called 140 BGM. I also follow his Facebook, YouTube, I don't know, Twitter, something. And he does like video game music, but he gets away with showing it as a radio here on here. I don't know how he gets away with that, even if it is music. Maybe that's not officially right away. It's just weird that he does that. Hold on, we'll get going here in a minute. I'm on this song for a reason here for a moment. Hold on. Get it going. So today we have two things we're going to do while I set this up. We're going to continue both of what we were doing last time I was on, and we're going to also do weekly missions, which is up. I don't think I have Paradise missions up yet. I didn't see anything yesterday. I'll check this morning to see if Paradise missions are up. If so, then there'll also be something. But we're going to start on Dead Ends, and I'll get that started in a minute. Our first thing will be the intro, then we'll play a little, then we'll do our first story, then we'll play after that and keep going. And we'll do what we did last time for about 3 hours. We probably won't make it to the end of Dead Ends. Oh, I got the hiccups. Holy cow. But, we'll make it through a few stories. Most of them are shorts. What the hell? What's going on here? Hello. Sorry, my manager is being weird. I'll just copy that then. It sent me to Twitter, but it didn't post its own link. So, last time I was here, we looked through Unsuspected, my very first and extremely rough published book about a decade ago. I was not as good as I am at editing now. I'm not going to say I'm a perfect editor, but I hopefully have matured a lot more in editing. Very rough. I was reading through it the other day with all realized there's still some stuff that needs some help. Usually what I see is the things that need help on there has to be continuity, like I put someone else's name in the wrong spot. I'm hoping I didn't do that with Bite, it being a much larger book. But since I've spent over a year editing Bite, which is my longest time editing ever, hopefully it came out okay. Come on, posts. There we go. Now we're up and running. Now I'll go away. So, just to intro y'all, about a handful of years after, I'm still opening things, but I'm talking to y'all, a handful of years after, oops, stop that, go, after, a handful of years, let's see what year it was. If it was 2013, this is Dead Ends 2, I don't need Dead Ends 2, go away. No, get back in the Kindle. Dead Ends 1. There we go. Go in there. Go in Dead Ends. Unsuspected was 2013. This was actually a year after Unsuspected. So about a year after Unsuspected, I was, of course, tired of not being successful in getting published. I decided to take a handful of short horrors I had written throughout years as I write. I write short horrors. I love horror. Horror is easier to write in short form or novella form than it is to write something huge. Something huge usually ends up being too descriptive, too fleshed out, and it ends up bridging between horror and fantasy. There are exceptions. Exceptions come from extremely brilliant writers like Stephen King, who can write It, which is a horror, which is a long-ass novel. Some people will say The Stand, but I say Stand kind of bridges that gap. Well, no, it very well bridges that gap between fantasy and horror. Whereas It is more of pure horror. But that said, I took a collection of shorts from different places and different times I've written them, and different reasons I had written them, and I pulled them together. So what we're going to do today is we're going to come in, I'm going to play, and every time I get killed or win, every break in between, we're going to come back here, we're going to hit a song which isn't too distracting and annoying here on our Halloween list, and we're going to read some. I think this is what? 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 stories long. Now, I think almost all of these are short except for the last one. I think Sequoia is long enough to count as a short novella, but too long to be a short. But that's the last one, so that'll be hit last. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take. What happens is I'll go into the shorts and I'll read until a break. If the short's a long short, that means the break will be at the point where I broke the story into a different piece. And then we'll play some more. We'll keep going in and out of that. We'll still be here about 3 or 4 hours. And we will not leave in the middle of the story. We'll reach the end of the story no matter what. So let's say I start Tall Trees. I don't even know if that has breaks. And I'm in the middle of a break when it hits like 4 hours. I'll at least finish Tall Trees before I leave you guys. This was my very first horror collection, and it's spooky month, so let's do that. That said, shameless self-plug. If you guys like reading, I don't know if people still like reading, or you're old like me and you like reading, and you like werewolves, go find Bite of the Moon by Joshua Winters. It's on every single app except for Google Play. Should be out on Google Play around the 10th. But every other app, Kindle, Kobo, Nook, you can grab it. It is not hardcover book. It's not hard. It is not hard copy. There's no paperback. There's no hardcover. I don't have the call for it yet. If the book blows up and I see enough call for it to be in solid form, like you people don't own battery-owned readers, and it's like, who doesn't? But whatever. Even a phone is a reader nowadays. If y'all ask enough for it, if I get enough demand, then I'll do a paperback for it. Don't think I'll do a hardback for it, because hardback would up the price a lot. But paperback, I can keep the price relatively low, I think. That said, I don't know a good paperback company to publish through. I'll probably just try doing it through Amazon, and we'll see what happens. But before we do anything else, we're going to get started in here. Now, yeah, there's no freaking Paradise. It's been over a week since we've had any kind of Paradise mission. It's been quiet. Nothing new has happened since last time I was on here on MapWise. I unlocked everything, right? Yeah. We still have ships flying around. The flutter barn is up. The ship's over here. I think... there it is. The insurance company's flying around over here. Something in the air over here. That might just be a launch pad and safe. And the other ship is over here. Brigham Gables, and there really isn't anything new. Well, what is this? Hello. This is the Midas area. Is this the Midas area? The Midas area over here. Yeah, this is the Midas area, right? So I'm not entirely... this is just another house. I think this house has been here. It's the other rich-like house. Oh, it's the one with Jonesy's, like... stuff from his work. I don't know why this area's been changed, but we'll drop there first. Other than that, we do still have bite missions, which we'll be focusing on. Deal damage to chrome wildlife. Oh, yay. Still shows that when you put it out. I don't know if it does that in-game, though. Good morning and welcome, and I hope everybody's having a good spooky month. It is what? The 7th day into spooky month. I've been listening to my spooky albums. My spooky Pandora list, which is fun until Pandora decides to leak another list into it. You're listening to like Halloween and Jason and Silent Hill, and all of a sudden Mamma Mia is like, what the frick? That's not spooky. Okay, so it does change it to its original form, which is weird. I wonder if there's a glitch on purpose. So before we do any of the Chrome stuff, we're gonna go land in that area over there and see why that's different. That's the only thing Somar 2 new on my map. I wonder if the volcano will Chrome, like the entire rock system. And if this is the end of this map, I wonder how that will change. Are we going to flip the island because this entire side is chromed and we need to get back? Or is the island going to be wrecked and we'll have to move the 0 point to a new island, to a new world, or we get shifted into a different dimension? Ooh, there's spike spirals, whatever. The hexagon looking things down there now. Those are building up. A lot more of the buildings have been taken over. Nice. I think he's heading the same place I'm heading. Whatever. Okay, so I don't see anything down here that says new. It looks exactly the same to me. Do I not have Chrome attached to this character yet? Oh, I think I'll fix that. I can't believe I forgot to Chrome his guns. Yeah, his guns are Chrome. Oh wait, he has his own. I mean, they have their own wrap. I forgot about that. That's why I didn't Chrome their guns. And now I'm debating whether or not I want to Chrome their guns or not. They have their own wrap. It's supposed to head wrong not to use the right wrap, but yeah. But if they, but the Chrome, it's Chrome. Their hands are Chrome. Chrome everything. Oh, well, frick, I didn't know we had that. Well, whatever. Speed up this process. Anyway, weekly should be out, so we might get that today, but we're going to continue on theirs for right now. Excuse me? Oh. Through that window. Okay, so we need to find Chrome, which is straight down, actually. There will be Chrome on the way through. Is that up the hill or down here? It sounds relatively close. Okay, just avoid. You're not chromed. Don't let heck chrome on me. I do believe that's a bot too. Lame. Oh well, I guess this is my chest. You two fight at your heart's content. I've been listening to freaking... Frick. I'm not leaving behind that shotgun. It only has one bullet. Oh, 16 bullets. sleeping behind these shotguns. Hello. Hey, Chi. Please don't stand on my phone. But anyway, I've been listening to freaking YouTube, so now I got it stuck in my head. But the other day, I don't know if I mentioned this here before. The other day, I was listening to let me see. Oh, we're pretty far away. I shouldn't stop there. The other day, I was listening to Toby Fox, Deltarune, Big Shot, which is the boss music to Puppet Guy off Undertale. I can't remember his name off the top of my head all of a sudden. But I noticed the font and the beat sounded similar, and it ate at me, and it ate at me until finally... Wait. I guess I'll take this. Okay, that's good. Anyway, until it finally hit me, I knew what it was like. Now, Toby Fox is a fan, and a lot of his fandom shows up in games. He's a fan of games, I should say. A lot of his fandom shows up in games. And one of the things, of course, is we know that is in his games is references to, like, Earthbound. Earthbound isn't that popular a game outside the cult following it's gotten recently, partially due to Toby Fox. I mean, I knew Earthbound. I played Earthbound when it was released here in America back in the day. But relatively, it was a fairly unpopular game back in the day. So, I was surprised that a more popular game was not recognized. If you listen to Deltarune, there's a part that goes dun 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 dun. And in the second version of that, not the very beginning of it, but further into the song, very familiar sounding. And the reason this is because it uses a similar sound font, as well as a similar beat to the original Vile battle in the original Mega Man X. It's the unwinnable Vile battle at the very beginning. Vile's that, what's this? No. Vile's that, kind of Mandalorian-looking robot. He looks a lot like a Mandalorian. Sorry, Mega Man creators. It's not like you didn't take the Mandalorian design and put it on. That's a very obvious reference I always got. When I was a kid, I was even like, this guy looks like Boba Fett. Is there more spikes here? There's more spikes here. Guys, I would like a metal animal to shoot. Metal? He wasn't metal, but he is now. Let's stay here and hunt for a bit, see if we can find any more animals since we have a way out. And the circle's not that far away. Well then. Shot through the heart, and now you're dead. I don't know how to rhyme that. I'm gonna turn you into bread. Ooh, gold. I'll take gold. Thanks for coming to the party. I said gold, I meant green. Green, gold, what's the difference? Any other medals? Night medals. Nada. 30 seconds. Get that. If it wasn't so close, I'd probably go, oh wait, I hear you. Come here. Thank you. 8 seconds. We're going. Go, go, go. I like that his chrome is not the same color as the chrome we get infected with. So it's like, the chrome in his hands look more like the chrome on the ground, right? It's like a bluer color. Whereas the chrome we're infected with is more of a gray color, but that might be to keep us from blending into the actual chrome too much. So when we're like this, we don't just blend in. What you got? Sure, why not? I don't understand what I'm hearing. Is it blow me? Oh, it is blow me. Yeah, we need to exit. We need to exit ASAP. Oh. Saw damage over here of an animal of some kind. Oh. I was trying too much to do with just that weapon. Dude, I was hunting. How dare you? Okay, so we'll go on our first story then. That'll get sin. And after I'm done talking, reading the story, we'll talk about it while I'm playing. Now, this is the very first story I put in this collection. And as we'll talk about afterwards, the story is integral to the central of sort of this multiverse I kind of am thinking about making, as in stories are that may not be of the same world, same universe as the other story, and may still have characters or places from this story in it. Creeping death. The boy saw him. No more than an initial glance, a shadow walking out of the corner of his eye. Oh, and if I have an error, it's usually me reading in my ADD rather than writing. Once he glimpsed him, the boy couldn't turn away, and judging by the lack of reaction, he was the only one who could. In years to come, he realized a select few could notice him. Some like him had the talent, while most had experienced so much death that those people were to a large extent a part of him, or as a part of him, as he was of them. But today was his first time to see him, and it wouldn't be the last, not in this year, and not in this week. Who was he? Saying he was an inappropriate misnomer. He was more an it, with no more quality of sex or sexuality than form. He was a shadow, dressed in dark robes. Darkness that rolled out of its billowing dress, smoke from an unseen inferno. A shade whose scent a good 50 feet away wrinkled his nose with the sweet rock of corpses. How did a 10-year-old boy know how a corpse smelled? He didn't, and yet he knew the thing reeked of them. The creature personified death, the dark robes over the demonic shadow and smoke, as did his actions. But he didn't seem to be responsible for anyone's demise. I'm going to pause here and let you know that I will not be censoring any of these writings, and some of my themes can be disturbing and violent and graphic. And with that, we'll move on. The thing which carried itself tall with wide, sharp shoulders caused demise without a direct hand in it. He didn't meet people, nor did he walk out with any discernible trace of deceased soul. It seemed less a job and more a hobby. Hi, this is Bob. He makes model trains. This is Death. He has others kill others for fun. The boys saw him that day, as clear as the blue of the sky, and he watched him at work, wrapping one cloth-shadowed arm around an obese man in a line of open-carry protesters in the downtown district of San Antonio, at the gray and cream-colored concrete base of the Tower of Americas. The creature so close to his ear that he could have been chewing tenderly upon it, if he had teeth. The fat guy raised his assault weapon, and before any officer watching over the proceedings could react, put one in his chest to the boy's mother. The boy didn't flinch, never taking his eyes off the thing wrapped in darkness to breathe, until it came close. Then he closed his eyes, but even with them shut tight he felt the chill of that ghastly being pass right by him, moving beyond, not pausing a moment to savor the harm it had done. There was a growl of large engine rolling over in a loud blastback, those muffler attachments which made the car sound like it was dragging a piece of plastic along behind it, fleeing the scene. It wasn't until he could no longer hear the crackle of that vehicle he felt safe enough to open his eyes. Before him on the ground lay the fat man, his eyes wide and unbelieving as he bled to death from a bullet wound of his own. The boy hadn't heard the officer return fire. The boy sunk to his knees into a pool of tacky blood, scooping up his mother's cool, pale hand now that, at last, he found enough peace to weep. And that right there is a break. We're going to take a break there, because reading live like that is a lot of breath and mind work. That is not the end of Creeping Death, that is just the first part. And we won't overview the whole storyteller at the end of it, but we will talk about the creature as we move into the next part of this. I do believe I'm still doing the same thing with Bite. Yep, we got 500 damage to go? 500 damage to go on Bite. This time we'll land in our usual spot. I don't know what was different in that one spot. I don't think there was anything different. No idea. So we'll land down, unless it's too close, we're going to land down in our little Vietnam looking area and get some stuff from there, and then head out and look for animals. None of that place we landed in was too bad. We got a good loadout of stuff and was able to get good amount of chrome. Oh no, Killy got his banana sliced. I know I made that joke more than once, but it's never not funny. Guarantee you. If a person with chrome hands picks up sand, does the sand get into the chrome? This is liquid chrome? Oh shoot, it's way too close. Frick. It's too close. Guess we'll hit, I don't know, over here somewhere. It's just some weird glitches going on with the trees that are chromed. It's like the game can't decide whether or not they're chromed. Yeah, he should be able to escape from here using his legs. I need to. Is there no chest? There's a chest. Ah. Oh. We have enough. Okay, now we just need to go find some animals. Okay. So the creature we were just introduced to does not have a name. He's been in several stories, and the several stories I've read and never published. Don't know if he'll make an appearance in a Bite series yet. Uh, I mean, I would like him to, but I don't have a place to fit him into. There's enough supernatural crap. Um, there may just be a mention of him or something, since this story itself takes place in universe of Bite. If you're reading a Bite series, I recommend you go read a Bite series first. If you haven't read this one, it doesn't matter if you read this or that first because they're not related. But after you read that series, I do recommend you read this story, though I'm reading it to you, because it is in universe and it is partially related to what happens later in Bite. Not the darkness itself, but the area of interest. And I will say again, it is in universe, meaning this is the same universe, the same world as the Bite series. Oh my god, that song's gonna be stuck in my freaking head for the rest of my life. You gave me that many bullets? But I am full up on freaking bullets? Okay. I do like the Cobra, by the way. The Cobra is a good weapon. So the Darkness not only doesn't have a name, I left him pretty much nameless, other than I call him the Darkness just for simple terms. Man. Oh, that might mean we have a wolf. Saw the death of an animal, which means we might have a wolf over here somewhere. Wolfie. 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 Saw you eating chickens. Come here. I'm gonna eat some wolfies. Oh shit. Why am I so trash at aiming all of a sudden? Damn. Didn't even get an animal that time. But back to reading. Well, if we keep going that fast, we're gonna get through a few stories. Yeah. Oop. So back to Creeping Death, Part 2. The old man ran a gas station between San Antonio and West Creek. Traffic up 151 was sparse. It seemed extending the highway had been a waste of time and tax dollars. Still see, this is why people freaking don't do this live. Still being the only place to get fuel this far north of the bigger city, he monopolized on business and crafted himself a good fortune from West Creek citizens who traveled to San Antonio for well-paying jobs, or even further south to the oil fields, where corporations poisoned the great state of Texas to fill the man's pumps. He lifted his skinny, creaky bones from his rocker from behind his cashier's desk, a white thing stained heavy with years of coffee spills and tobacco smoke, to watch a black Firebird with an awful-sounding glass pack pull up to one of his two red retro-aged pumps. The machines pumped new fuels, but they worked as pumps did when he was young and spry, and cars were sleek and attractive, not this ugly, boxy monster that had driven onto his lost. Despite his distaste in the man's car and its noises, the driver waited patient enough for him to come out of his gas station and lean over to look into the window. He saw darkness, and some weird tint maybe. Smoke rolled against the glass, and he spared to wonder if the man inside was getting high. Need a fuel? The door for the fuel reservoir at the back of the car opened. He stood to ask what fuel it needed. He carried unleaded, diesel, biofuel, and even had an electric charging station. He stopped himself short of speaking. It was a 90s Firebird. He knew it took regular unleaded. The old man reached for the hose at the far end. Here's the man's tank. And hello, Lucky. Hold on, I don't know if I have my thing on yet. Push to talk. What? Open mic. There we go. I think. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Long time no see.
yes.
I think this is saved. Okay, good. I'm on. Hello. I'm currently doing missions for this character, which is I'm just hunting chrome animals.
Okay. So how are you?
I'm doing good so far. I released my first full book a few days ago. What day is it? Is it the freaking Friday? Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes okay.
Yeah.
I have not played duos in forever. Wait, we're in builds. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I just kind of play whatever. I get in here and I'll play whatever I'm selected on while doing the missions.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys, you guys remember Lucky? He used to stream with us a lot.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper.
So how do you like this season so far?
I like it. It's a lot more interesting than the last season, at least. I like all the
Yeah.
little stuff that's going on in between the updates.
Yeah. I know the story behind all this. What's
Yeah, it's
happening
fun.
to the island? Yeah.
Oh, hold on, you're very quiet for some reason. I don't know if it's one of my settings. I can't. I'll have to fix that later. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's my earphones. I forgot my earphones do that. Right there? Have you defeated her yet?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. No, that's not the right button. Where are my buttons? Where are the buttons on my headphones? Is this the right button? No, that's the same button. What does this button do? There we go. Say something?
Hi.
Ah, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah, the PlayStation headphones I have controls whether you hear more of the chat or the game, and I haven't had anybody chat with me in forever, so I haven't touched that button in forever.
Oh.
Let me into the wall. Hello? Ooh, super rooffle. Splashes. Here a car. Whoops, I went through a wall in accident. I hear a chest. Oh, it's
Yeah,
on
he's
the
not
right
here.
there.
Beneath the stairs, yeah.
I'll take that, I guess. Yeah. Also, I kind of like the chrome shotgun, but my favorite shotgun is the Ranger. The Ranged? Whatever the hell it's called. The one that's
Yeah.
like a one-hit kill when it's gray.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait, is he chromed? You're not chromed yet, but you will be chromed.
Oh, okay.
Back to being metal.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just chasing chickens.
Okay.
I'm at 2135. Oh, blue. Okay. Julia.
Okay, this one. I really like that you can turn into the blobs.
Yeah, it reminds me. My son was playing with me, and it reminds us of Splatoon a little.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Well, we're old Splatoon players, so that was like one of his first games on the Wii U.
Uh, uh,
If you see animals, let me know.
okay.
My gas station. This is my only least favorite part. If they destroyed my gas station.
Yeah. Now there's a launch pad here. There's a pistol here.
There's.
Some grenades.
Wait. Why the hell is that glowing? Do y'all see that?
What?
The cash registers
Oh,
don't normally glow, do
yeah.
they?
Yeah, they are glowing after the update, I think, because it's
Oh,
gold
okay.
in them.
Okay, well, I think you just gave me all that gold.
Ah, it's okay. I have enough.
I've never saw the glow before. Interesting. Oh, wait, no, this is the balloon.
Oh, I hear players.
So do I.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
down here.
someone's right here. Where the hell are they? Someone was shooting
They're
at me.
down by the river.
No, I mean, someone was like right here. I heard walking and then someone shoot at me.
Yeah, I heard someone shooting right close to us, but I don't know. Where is he?
Maybe he went
Oh, shit.
downstairs? I don't hear him walking.
No, me neither.
Ooh.
There's a big pot over there. Can I mark that? Yeah. No, there's no one down here.
Weird.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Unless they pissed off the, like,
Oh no,
NPC.
it's here. It's here. Got him.
Got him? Good. Oh, really?
Yeah. You can take the lever if you want.
Well, actually, let me see. Nah, my Chrome has better bullets. I'm okay with either of them.
Okay.
Okay, back upstairs.
I really like these new ARs, the Evil Chrome burst
Oh, yeah.
rifles.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something. Don't accidentally blow up the base. I've just found a propane tank. Oh, here's my favorite rifle. I mean, it's shotgun.
Oh, nice.
Even on gray, I'll take it. It's like the most powerful thing ever.
Yeah, I played the arena, I think yesterday, and I was like 1 HP, and then I just hit someone with this and he died.
Yeah, it is so OP. I was waiting for them
Yeah.
to like fix it, but I guess they like it like that. So okay.
Yeah. I have chuck splashes.
I'm at 100.
Nice.
Someone's moving in, but we're really close to the circle, so we should be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a truck up here.
Oh. Oh, yep.
There's more slurp down here if you need any.
Oh, I'll check it out. Oh, someone's shooting at me.
From the volcano? Wait, we're not near the
No, over
volcano.
there. Over there. I'm just waiting for him. He's 1 HP, he's 1.
He has a
I'm going to
friend.
push him. Yeah, but he's 1 HP. Got him.
Oh, I thought you were him.
Oh,
Whoop. Hello, Storm.
oh, I hear shooting.
Yeah, so do I. I don't know where from, though. I'm going to
Oh,
try and
I
just
found
get out
them.
of this storm.
I'm just.
I meant to go up to the balloon, but then I got lost.
There's a wolf here.
Is he chrome? Oh, wait, I have the chrome. Wolf, come back. Oh,
Oh, and there's a chicken over here.
We got people,
And a
too.
player.
Whoops, I killed the wolf. Got the chicken, though.
Got him.
Ow! What the frick? Stop that.
Oh, I got a key.
Killed by a chicken. Wait, where did I get this wolf? Where did this come from? Hello, wolf.
Ah, that's weird.
Oh, you have that. Stop. Oh, wow, wait. I didn't stop bandaging me when you took me above 75. Will that actually fix it?
Oh, maybe
Well, I
there's
guess I
a
can't
boss.
kill you because you're with me. Can we, like, leave the wolf behind somehow? Nope. He's with us
I
permanently.
don't think so.
Okay. You're a micro wolf
I'm
now.
just.
I like this
Oh.
skin. I heard a lot of people didn't like Bite, but I like the way they look.
Yeah, I like it. And how many styles and customizations it has. Like the hair, the mask, and everything.
It's fun. And apparently
Yeah.
they're becoming evil, though.
Oh,
Or something. I don't know if you played any of the missions with them. I hear a person.
yeah, there's someone shooting in Tilted, I think. Yep.
You're correct.
Oh, down there.
Oh, that was you I heard loading. Oh, the rock's in my way. I meant Dwayne Johnson. We still don't know what happened to the rock, and we don't know what happened to the order. I don't know. Have you
Yeah.
been reading the comic books?
No, I haven't.
The Imagined kind of fell into the 0 point when it wasn't
Oh,
locked in along with her
oh,
dad. So I don't know if they're still around. I think her dad's trying to come back. I don't know if the Imagine's going to come back. 99. And dead.
got him.
I hear another fire,
Yeah, from southwest-ish, somewhere around there.
possibly
West.
by the tower. Ah, the storm's coming. Oh no, the insurance company's not over here for me to fly away from anymore.
Yeah, they moved it.
The entire ass building. I
Yeah,
see a portable over here, so we have an actual player somewhere around here.
got him.
Got him?
Oh, I have the purple rifle now.
Nice. Oh, person. Somewhere.
Where
Right here.
the storm's closing in, so.
Where the hell is he? Oh,
Yeah, safe.
get your ass back there. Why are you glowing? Just shotgun.
Yeah.
I hear an angry chicken. Look out for angry chickens.
Sunt prijavljeni da vidite.
Are we really far away from the circle?
No.
Okay.
Zolim.
Get out of build mode. I see a person a few feet ahead of us. Is that you? Okay.
Ne.
Ah, I'm at 50. Need help.
Ne.
Someone's to our right.
Yeah.
Someone's to our front.
Nice.
Dead.
Ooh.
Ooh, I almost did not make it.
Slå ishalon jalkaan.
Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me.
Shotgun.
Green shotgun.
Yep.
Pick up the green shotgun. Pick up the purple rat.
No, izvoli. Izvoli. Ja sam počakaj. No, okay, fine. Do you like the new Hulkbuster skin?
Oh yeah, I do like it. The zero whatever.
Yeah, the Zero Iron Man. Yeah, he's cool. He's a little chunky, but
Someone got it to glitch out and show other characters in it. I don't know how they did that.
oh, you got another
Oh,
one.
I got like more than one person firing at me.
Oh,
Running.
yeah, there's a car.
I'm gonna die, by the way, if they hit me.
Ooh. Oh, oh, yikes.
I'm down.
Oh, yep.
And I'm down.
Oh, yep. I'm down too. Ah. It's all cool.
Oh, we had a hotel builder with us. Do you want to continue on builds, or do you want to play no builds?
Yeah, let's play no builds.
Okay. Damn hotel builders. Okay, viewers, by the way, on the story things we're doing, we'll finish that later. It's been a while since we had Lucky play with us, so we're going to play with that for now. Zero builds. Okay. How much do I have to hurt animals? That sounds bad. How much do I need to do on this still? Less than 200. No, about 200-ish. Okay. Oh, that's what his name's new email, that's right.
Yeah, the cipher PKs.
It's nice to have a new emote that doesn't count as third party.
Yeah. That's always nice.
This person's head is twitching funny. It stopped. I mentioned it and they stopped.
Nice.
I was so happy to see DBZ in this game.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of last season, was the Dragon Ball stuff. And the Kamehamehas. Where are we heading to?
I don't have a specific location if you have.
Where are we
quests.
at? I have no idea. We could hit my usual spot. No one lands out there.
Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you have the umbrella yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, maybe we can get that today.
Yeah. But it's cool, all the chrome.
Oh yeah, I like it. I think I'm having a visual glitch, actually. Weird. I don't know, I'll have to check that later. Like, the chrome in my last match was a bluish tint, and his hand glider did the same thing. Whereas the chrome, when you splash someone and their actual hands looked normal. I thought maybe they had changed the chrome colors. I'll have to check when we go back on, like, actual chrome to see if it's a different color. Because now that I'm looking at the chrome, it looks normal. Or maybe it's some kind of lighting bug. Yay, my chest is here.
Oh, there's someone with us.
Oh, man. Oh, they have a tree. Oh, they got the gun. Run! I'm dead. Bye, Felicia.
Oh, I'm going down.
Run away.
I tried to pickaxe him.
Yeah, he got my gun. I ran towards log or the cabin, whatever that this thing is over here.
Oh shit. Oh yikes, 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 yikes. Oh, I got the hunter shotgun, a ranger shotgun.
Nice. Am I on the wrong map? Is there not a bridge over here somewhere? Is that last map? No, that's this map. I'm just in the wrong area.
Oh.
Someone's eating their fruits and veggies. Sorry, I guess it was someone's mission and it just told me about it.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay, I know where you ran to. I now have a bounty on me, probably from the same. Oh no, wait, you got a bounty on someone. Never mind. Are
Oh
you
yeah, I'm being confident.
are you still up there at the 7 base?
What?
Are you up there at the 7 base? Where'd you go?
I'm at the gas station down here.
Okay, I'm kind of the opposite side of that mountain.
Yeah, I had to run away.
If I had known there was someone with us, I probably would have ran up, hid behind the boulder, and see you inside and knocked it down on him. People are hoping that the new location means we're going to have a Vecna skin come in. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Do you watch Stranger Things at all?
Yeah, I watched a little bit.
I like Vecna. Boulder coming down. I heard it.
No. Oh, yikes. And I'm...
Did you get bouldered?
Mm-hmm. It blew up the gas station.
Hold on, I'm right behind him. Where'd he go?
Yeah, he's down here.
Leave him alone, you jerk. And dead. Oh, look, the crown. Thank you for the crown. Thank you for the shotgun. I'll come grab you.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know where the closest van is?
Yeah, it's behind you on the hill.
We're close enough to the circle of that. We should be able to do that. He didn't have a friend with him, right? I didn't see anybody up there.
No, me neither.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. Hey, look, there's a crown for you. Yep.
Nice.
Look at the spray can. Are you watching me through the thing by any chance? Is my spray can glowing purple to you?
No.
It's glowing purple to me for some reason.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Weird.
Oh yeah, because he was wearing the Shadow Minder skin, and it's like with normal Minders, it's glowing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I have a chug thing here if you want it.
Oh yeah.
And there's some weapons drop down there. I think we should be okay on the storm. And now if we win this round, I will have my second crown this season. There was another crown somewhere around here. I don't know if it disappeared or...
It disappeared.
I didn't know they disappeared.
It's okay.
I'll take this. Means I don't need this. Check that out. Are you AFK?
No.
Okay,
I was just checking something on my phone.
that's cool. The storm's coming.
Yeah, we should probably go.
Man, that boulder got a good hit. I never get the boulder to go inside like that.
Yeah, so he hit the gas tanks.
Nice. I don't need any of these. You want one of these? Actually, you know what? I lied. I'm
Uh,
gonna take this one.
no, I'm good. We can go to a safe that needs 2 keys, because I have 2 keys. The closest one is in a rave cave.
I hear. Oh, I don't have any chrome. Never mind. I'll organize my menu just a little here. Oh, crap. Now we're a target. I forgot about that.
No.
I have a crown, which means everybody will know where we are. Oh, it's
Yeah.
loud in here.
Yep.
I'm sorry, viewers. It's going to be a little loud if you have your phones on.
Oh,
Damn.
it's really loud.
These earphones have good bass. My ears.
No. Oh.
Noise. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. We'll keep that then.
Where's the safe?
It's towards the middle downstairs somewhere.
Maybe here? No.
I'm not
No.
there.
Oh.
Oh, wait,
it's up
I'm
here.
stuck. What the hell? Oh, there we go.
I found it.
Cool. It's just getting louder. The hell? Whoop, back it off.
There's a rapid fire here.
Yeah. I'll do that. Does this lead outside?
Yeah.
That's a yes. Can you? Oh, you can't get back inside doing that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh well. I'm outside now. At least it's quieter out here.
Yeah.
Hello, chest. What are you?
Oh yeah, it's so
Ooh.
much better.
Cobra.
No, it's still playing the music.
I can hear the music, it's just not as deafening. That if you need that. That if you want that. And now time to run. How close are we to the circle?
Yeah.
Not too close. Storms are coming. I don't know if you're still trapped inside the cave.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Fly away. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, so I don't have my sniper no more because I gave it up for the Uzi, but I do have a Cobra.
Nice.
Is that the tree being noisy? Yeah, the tree is dead.
Yeah, the tree is dead because of the chrome, I think.
Oh, no, I'm hearing these spouts is what I'm hearing. Oh, there's more spikes. These weren't here like a day ago.
Yeah.
I guess they'll just keep growing throughout the day, season.
Yeah.
I hear somebody, or is it you?
Oh, I have the mythic
What kind of is it?
sapling.
Nice. Oh, there they are. I hear them.
Mythic prime shotgun.
Nice.
I'll take it.
That should pretty much one hit kill anybody with shields, I think, if you hit them with the first
Yeah,
blast.
it's doing 96 damage.
Yeah, but I think that first blast is like double or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you're not Chrome. Oh wait, I can get Chrome from down here. Ow, that was dumb of me. Come on, give me some Chrome. No, you suck. No Chrome from you. I don't know if they're shooting at each other or shooting at me, but if the former, they suck at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to give up something for this? I don't want to do that. I don't know when. Ah, is someone firing at you? Where are they at? They're up on the hill to your right. Left, sorry, whatever. Over here.
Yeah.
I pissed off an NPC on accident.
Yep. He's low.
NPC's pissed off at me too, just a heads up.
Just that. He's so low.
He's got the Super Spider-Man thing going.
Oh, we got him. Nice.
Where'd he go? Did we get him?
Oh no, is he here?
Got him. Okay, let's run. There's a bouncy mushroom over here if you need some help. I won't get it.
Oh, let me just take this key. Oh, I have max keys.
Oh, I forgot we're not in build mode.
No.
I love
Oh,
DMRs. Yeah. DMRs are my favorite weapon in any shooter nowadays.
Yeah, DMRs are really good.
I play, I think it's called Blood Hunt, that vampire battle royale game once in a while, and I play DMRs on it all the time.
Oh. So we could say you're a master DMR user.
Sorta.
Oh, where are they?
Up above us.
Okay,
Wait, how did they res two people at once? What the hell? Or did the other guy have a... The other guy had a rift. The other guy must have had a rift. I saw someone get rezzed and two people came out.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we're in duos.
Yeah, we're in duos.
Person. Okay, he's down. I'm almost dead.
Yeah.
I'm running away from the action. I have to use my shield keg here in a minute.
I'll give you 2 minutes if you want.
Oh, that works too. Okay. Where are you at?
I really like that they put the shark over here. Like it's always been here.
Oh, the shark, yeah.
Hit him for 29 in the air. He's behind the hill. Oh, and there's one more player over there.
Okay.
Yeah, if I could aim better.
What the hell? I can't hit him, but he hit me. What we got? Just 2 people, so it's us and one other team?
Yep.
Damn.
2 more teams and 1 more solo, I think.
There's a car
down here.
I apologize ahead of time for not being any good.
It's okay.
We're go in and go. Oh, they're doing it too. They have a car as well. I was gonna go say we're going in car blazing, but they've also done that.
Where is
Where'd
he
he go?
now?
I don't know.
They're down here.
Are
In
they?
the water, I think. Yep. He's back.
Oh, what the hell was that?
I'm going in.
Oh, there's 7 people. Why did I think there was 4 people? Ah, he got me.
And I got him.
One right there. He's inside the house.
Got him.
Good job.
Oh, that was stressful.
If you can get me up, I have health for myself.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'll crawl in there, actually. Probably a good idea. I got a key.
I think they don't know where we are.
No, they're fighting each other right now.
Oh yeah, there's not 5 more people. I'm doing tag already.
He saw me.
That's the last team. No, you got him, you got him, you got him, you got him, you got him.
He doesn't know where I am, and I don't know if I can get up there without building.
I knocked him. I knocked his teammate. You got him, you got him. I believe in you.
Oh,
It's okay.
oh, he had healed.
Ah. Huh?
Okay.
Nah, it's okay.
Continue ready up unless you want to go back. Eek.
Yeah, I went to the lobby real quick.
Oh, okay. I think it'll just let me wait until you're back in.
Yeah. Oh, I got 10 battle stars.
Oh, I haven't even checked my stars. Hold on, now I'll go back to the lobby. That fast. I have 15, which means I can get this. I think I still have enough for Meow Schools, so now we can load up Meow Schools, guys.
Yes, you do. You do.
Yo. Time to load up our new character. I'm being told it is Meow School's sister.
Yeah, it's supposed to be his sister.
Does she have a back bling? That's right, she has the tuna.
That's what I heard.
Sardines. And the bones. And the glider I just got. And
Nice, and you have
do they have a
the
fall?
full...
They don't have a
I don't
fall,
think
right?
so.
Okay.
Let me check. No.
I don't know if her brother had a fall. I don't remember that either. If not, I'll just give him the fish.
Yeah.
Nada.
Oh yeah, the fish. Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it's just called fish fall, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's something with fish.
It's an earlier one. It's
Yeah.
somewhere in here. It's my smallest collection of stuff I have, so I shouldn't have too trouble finding it.
Yeah. Like with the skins, I think
my
it will
God.
be quite a problem.
Skins, backlink tools, those are all getting super stupid large.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive it's chapter 1, but I might be wrong. I guess I'm wrong. I think it's chapter 1. There's the popcorn. Fish, there we are. Chapter 2, season 3. Okay, I was wrong. That was 3 seasons in chapter 2.
Yeah.
And does she have this rat?
Yeah, I think, yeah. It's
7,
super.
Grizz, Into Nothing, Tooth and Claw? Oh, no, I don't think that's her. That's that
No.
new skin. I don't have her wrap, but she has a wrap. So we'll just keep it on Chrome for now. Wait, I'm almost positive her brother has one.
Yeah, yeah, Nelsos has one.
Meowstermind. Okay, that's actually her nephew, I guess. I don't know. What does he count as? I don't know what Kit is. Okay.
I guess that it's his child.
Yeah, so it'd be her nephew then, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, wait, no, I'm supposed to be Vite still. Almost forgot I was doing missions. Oh, and I didn't save that. Oh, well, I'll fix that later.
Uh-huh.
Chi, it's your fault. Because you're a cat. It's because you're a cat,
Mm.
Chi.
Usually.
You should go, boy.
Naša. Čia padavėti iš tardas, o tai.
Oh, did you finish... Sorry, I know y'all are talking. I'm sorry. Did you finish the week 1 quest for sliding into opponents?
No, I don't think so.
I got to 9-10 and then I won't count it anymore.
No.
Oh my goodness. I got up too early.
Where are... Oh, they're over there. Yeah, I have to do the damage with evil chrome weapons
Cool.
to get the other pickaxe style.
If it's not too close to the bus, it's not too bad. I sometimes land here just because there's a bunch of chrome.
Okay, let's go over here then. Yeah,
It's the little Vietnam looking area like from the other side.
yeah.
So it's kind of out of the way. It's not named. A lot of people don't like landing there.
Yeah, a lot of people go for the main POIs.
Yeah, they'll go for Jonesy's place.
Yeah. Oh, I have to jump out.
Okay, AK,
Okay,
a
nice. I
hammer.
have the burst rifle.
I don't want that. That. Oh, I get to get down here to get chrome.
There's a grapple glove here if you want it. Oh, and there's your shotgun over here. So you can have that if you want.
Who needs AKs when I got my shotgun?
Yeah.
I don't think that's giving me any chrome. From that. More chrome. Okay, I'm loaded up on chrome.
Yeah, I'm loaded up too. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to load up with Chrome some more.
Yeah, we're definitely a different color than the ground chrome. They probably did that on purpose, though.
Oh yeah, I see that now.
I think it was no. I think their hand chrome, the glider, is the same color as the ground chrome, but when you have like chrome on you, it looks way noticeable. Oh look, random chest. Ah. Hello, animals. There's usually like a wolf or something out here. Up here. Ah, let me out. Let me out. Here, Wolfie, Wolfie. I don't need this. Did you get some chrome weapons?
Oh yeah, I have the burst rifle.
Okay. I was like, there's a chest over here you can chrome and see what you get from it. I see you. Get your little chicken butt back here. Stop dodging me. I hear a pig.
Yeah, it's over here.
Hopefully it unchromed. Back, I gotta chrome you again. Okay, let's see if I can get some more chrome from this.
I can give you some.
I'm good. I got 8 now. Oh, I got a lot now. I don't know if you want yours back. I have a lot. Wait, how did I only drop like half?
What? Oh, I just see it.
I used up all my shotgun ammo. That was smart of me. Oh. Is that you?
Yep.
Is there someone in there?
No.
Okay.
I just...
like blowing things up like me. Well, I'm gonna grab this shotgun and apply some ammo in it. Ah, I'm on fire! Ow.
Well, I'm not taking this ranger shotgun.
Jonesy, the first. I don't have you yet. You know what? Jonesy, you're helping us.
Yep. They're ours. They're ours.
Some light. Slurp. There's a slurp. I hear explosions. Wait, why do I have 2 of these? I hear people right next to me.
Really?
Oh, wait, was it Jonesy? Jonesy, are you the one making all the noise? Heard it, Jones. Scared me. I just thought of something. Come back, Jones. I think Jones stays metal forever and he'll actually heal.
Oh.
Where'd he go? Jones?
I'll flash him up there. Jones, come back. Oh yeah, he's strong now.
Okay. I think he might stay metal forever. And as long as he doesn't get hit hard enough where it breaks, he'll, Oh my god, he can turn into a slug. What the hell? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that either. We'll see if he stays chromed or not. Because I've never chromed a follower before.
Yeah.
Wait, if you're able to turn into a slug, are you able to sneak now? Ah,
Oh,
where, why win?
over there somewhere. Oh yeah. What?
To the right.
Nice.
One down.
One more to go.
I don't know where his friend went. He was over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Jonesy lost. I don't know. Either Jonesy got hit hard enough not to be chrome, or he
Yeah, he got
lost
hit.
it.
He got hit.
Oh, yes. Come back here, you stupid wolf. Oh, I'm done. Ugh. That was the longest.
Kai! I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Where's the TVs? Outside the storm. Okay.
Oh, there's chickens over here.
I'm done. I just need a TV. But I'll do that next round because my TVs are outside the storm.
Oh,
Now we're just playing. I don't have much on shotgun ammo, but I have a good amount of AK ammo.
oh, here we go. I can give you some.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, they're okay. I'll carry it since I don't have anything else in my pockets.
Okay. Come on, get in, Jones.
I don't think they do that yet. They were supposed to a while ago, but they never happened.
What?
He
How is
teleports.
he here? Oh. I didn't know that.
It's how they get across the map since they don't ride in cars. Animals don't do that, but the people will.
Yeah. Yeah, the chrome really is a different color.
It was very obvious when I was flying and I was chrome at the same time. I was like, wait, like if you go up here, if you have the glider will be the same color as the other chrome, but not the same color as you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Now it's like, wait, there's something wrong.
Yeah, when you're chrome, it looks like gold-ish tint, but the glider is like chrome
Right?
silver.
Yeah, chrome like silver blue or something like that.
Yeah, something. Oh, someone rebooted.
Oh, someone's shooting at you already?
No.
Someone behind us. Oh, freak, I forgot I don't have... Was I knocked down by a person or by a wolf? By a person. There's a person behind you. She's sneaking away. The wolves are trying to eat Jonesy. Ah. Jones, you're supposed to carry us. And they killed
Yeah.
someone else. Okay. I'm gonna continue return to lobby because I don't know what I got as far as levels or stars go.
Yeah.
Nothing new right now. Okay.
Yeah, nothing new.
Oh, I need to go to a TV, which will probably be, it's either in the Rave Party or Sleepy Sound. They both suck. I guess we'll go Sleepy Sound. Like the out of the way TVs.
Yeah.
Gee, I'm hungry. Go make me breakfast. Come on, cat. All you do is sleep in my bed. Go make me breakfast. You're lucky you're a cat. You know, we had a commercial for Anime Midas and a bunch of other people. When are those supposed to come out?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they will not.
Well, I mean, they had an official commercial for it. I'm assuming they would. Oh, right below the bus, too. Damn. We'll try. You can go somewhere else if you need to. I just need this TV.
I'm going clear cables.
Okay. If I die, I apologize. We'll just watch you play.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Your place is going to be pretty popular, too.
Yep.
Ah, there's a crane over here now. Oh, they're raising the place up out of the chrome. Okay, I see. They're going to try and take all of this city.
Yep.
Okay, we'll land here and grab whatever this is.
Oh, someone's pickaxing me.
Already? That was fast.
Mm-hmm. And now he's chasing me. Okay, now I'm good. Now I'm safe. Oh, yikes.
You've finally let go. Good. Let us continue. This is your last chance. Proceed, and your fate will forever echo within hours.
Okay. Is that all? Is that all you're going to say? I am surrounded by people. I'm running. Parkour.
Parkour.
Parkour, parkour. The Peaceful Paradox. I didn't know all those trees were landmarks, so I got a landmark thing.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
a blue. Sorry, I'm picking up some weapons right now. Okay. Coming to you. Where you at? Over here. I got a shield keg. Wherever you want to do that.
Yeah, you can do it for yourself. I'm already at
Oh, you're full.
100.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm full.
$6,000 XP.
There's Claire here.
Is there more than one, or?
Yeah, that's faulty. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I have to go now.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, man. I'll see you next time we
Yeah.
play.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, we still got a while to play, so we'll continue with the story thing where we left off in the middle of the last one. We got the Nothing's Gift. Razor Thorn. Okay, we'll go ahead and equip that one. Locker. So I saw the glitch. I saw the glitch. I don't know if anybody else has this, but I have this glitch. Or just scrolls while I'm trying to turn. And we'll load up last another day. Okay, so this is an okay song to do this to. We'll start from here. You'd have to ask the man if he was feeling. Wait. The old man reached for the hose at the far end nearest the man's tank and hooked it in, letting the gas flow. He'd have to ask the man if he was filling to the top, but oh, I'm sorry. I am reading it wrong again. He'd have asked the man if he was filling to the top, but whoever owned the car didn't appear to want to speak. He'd bumped till it was full, or the driver told him to stop, take his money, and let the stranger be on his way to West Creek, as he looked to be traveling north. The engine growled to life, and the old man jerked the pump out of the car with a curse. He winced as his thumb became wedged between the bend of the trigger and the metallic handguard, causing it to stick and spray over the car's side, the ground, and his own clothing, assaulting his breathing with the oxygen-eating fumes of gasoline. Securing his eyes against his sudden rush of nausea and exhaustion, he realized I read that right, but I inflicted that wrong. He realized too late he was hearing the car drive away, as more of the toxic fuel splashed over his sneakers, soaking them. The old man opened his eyes and watched, unable to do more. The black Firebird guttered to a stop not 5 feet from him. His passenger sighed to him, the pool of fuel just reaching to the vehicle's back right tire. He felt that there was not a person in there, but a car itself was evil, and acting upon its own will. Had he observed nothing inside because of the tint, or had he in reality seen no one, and his mind couldn't comprehend it? The passenger window opened a quarter of the way. Tendrils of blackness rolled out of the crack to lick at the roof. From the darkness flew a small orange orb of light. It arced through the air in flight, so slow it seemed time had come to a crawl for that one small orb of light. The light flipped, cartwheeling away from the car towards him end over end, as it came closer to the gas-soaked asphalt. Just before it struck, the old man realized in dawning horror that the smoldering white tube was an orange glow, and in was a half-used cigarette, giving him a ridiculous moment of wonder at how the man, or thing, had been smoking while he had been fueling. Then the gas nearest the car went up in a whoosh, lighting the back end of the Firebird and breaking his trance. The fire streaked towards him across the pavement. He palmed the pumping pump's handle, which bit at his thumb. He pulled hard, harder than he should have been able to, realizing somewhere in his spinal cord it was his finger or himself. The fire flared up as it grew closer, lighting the toxic fumes of pool around him, setting his hair to smolder in pure heat, melting the hoses of the other pumps. He ripped the thumb from his hand with a cry of pain and hurried fear, but before he could release the nozzle, the inferno engulfed him. He stumbled out of the flames, a charred, blackened inferno himself, and fell upon the ground to watch the flaming car speed away as an explosion rocked the ground behind him. The growl of that glassback bit into his head as the flames took him far too slow. He prayed to God that he'd die soon. And that is a break there. And we'll go ahead and break it and play some more. Though we got a lot of play in there. Did I get any? No, okay. So our next mission is to eliminate opponents at chromed known locations. So we're going to land chromed locations and try to kill people. So that means that we need to land pretty fast on the bus. So how do I that not count? We can go to. Should we stop doing that? Stop! Oh my God! It's because of stupid glitch. We can go to Sleepy Sound, the place above Sleepy Sound, Grim Gables, That's a Chrome location. They're counted as a Chrome location. Lustrous Lagoon, Chrome Crossroads, the Herald Sanctum, the Shimmering Shrine, Fort Jonesy, Cloud Condos, the Reality Tree. So those are the places I guess the Chrome is calling home. Which means that leaves Logjam Junction, Tilted Towers, Greasy Grove. That's funny because we already abandoned Tilted Towers. The insurance company did. Rocky Rills, Flutter Barn, Chunker Speedway, and Synapse Station as ours. And notice they're already counting Sleepy Sound, but Sleepy Sound is still in process of evacuation, has no Chrome in it. Grim Gables, while it has the previous house in it, doesn't have any Chrome in it either, as far as I've seen. Crossroads has been taken. Lagoon's been taken for a while. Herald Sanctum was taken first. Shrine has been taken. Fort Jonesy is in the process of being taken. And since they're not flying away, it'll probably be fully taken. Kadi Condos was one of the first evacuated areas and has been partially taken. Like, part of the condo area where the Grecian is almost overrun, but the actual city area is not quite taken yet. And Reality Tree is getting some of the spire things around it, but not much else happening there. So, yeah. We will land where the bus drops us, which means probably quick deaths as we try to kill people quickly. And, stuff. How many people do we have to kill, or how much damage do we need to do? 20 people? Are you freaking kidding me, Fortnite? What the hell? This is gonna be the toughest season of things to do since Season 4, Chapter 1. Oh, this is a new thing you get if you go watch the new musical thing they got going. Which, out of those little musical things they have on the side, which aren't the main musical location, was probably one of the best ones I've seen. I didn't have known permission to YouTube it, or I would have, but it was fun. I liked it. Excuse me, I had that one. Chrome butter. I chromed my popcorn. Got any more for me, Clown? I do have that too. I see the fail burn less and less nowadays. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight down into Sleepy Sound. Heading down into Sleepy Sound. Dropping sleepy because I'm a sleepy boy. Crane reminds me of the crane from Chapter 2, actually. No chests up there. I went purple. Love. Oh man, I'm in duos. Oh. Probably a friend of the person I got. I didn't know I was still in duos. Let's fix that. Let's... My life... Oh wait, no, you have to do this and do a solo, that's right. I know it says Yahiha, Yahiha hey or something like that. But it sounds like he's saying y'all fucking strange. We'll read them next step. Because that was too quick a death for me. Chi. It was too quick a death. Chi. Chi. Don't do it. Don't do it, Chi. Don't sleep no more, Chi. It's bad for your health. Stop sleeping. I don't have that one. Yeah, blue banana. Strange. I do have that one. Chrome and chill. What's with the people twitching? That one I have too. I got a chrome. I'm gonna chrome my pants. That sounds a lot worse than I meant it to. Hey, look. Dropping sleepy again. I guess I'm still a sleepy boy. At least in this mode, there's no hiding behind your own walls. Yeah, we'll grab this. And hopefully no one drops us. Hello, thank you. Okay. If you're ever on, I will be on once in a while. My job's kind of craft me on hours, so I come on here, see if anybody wants to donate. And I advertise my book, which reminds me, self-plug, we're about midway through the stream. Guys, if you like werewolves and young adult novels, not adult novels, that sounds naughtier. Where's that at? I hear a chest. Come read my new werewolf novel. Oh my god, there's a chest somewhere around here and I can't see it. I just thought you could jump from the top of this lighthouse and survive. See you. Gotcha. This? Who is shooting at me? Okay. I mean, if y'all want to come next to me and make this super easy. I'm cool with that. Anybody else want to come to me? I mean, I don't mind just sitting on this pier all day shooting people. I have 5 out of 20. Not a bad hunt. Why can I not get up on this tier now? Could use some more AK ammo though. Oh, let's speak of the devil. Shoot his banana. I shot the banana. I hear a person, but I don't see a person. Fish sticks, come here, you're with me. For those about to rock. Fish sticks, fly! Jerk. Never hiring you again, you're as bad as Jonesy. I do believe that was a bot, or a really panicky child, I'm not sure. You know, no, we're having pretty good with this rifle, we'll keep it. I don't think anybody else is over here. You had a gold lar. What the hell? Anybody else wish to fight this fish? I am hungry, my dudes. Alright, I need to actually get a thing and plant my own tree. I don't have a tree anymore. Usually I plant it near this guy, but this guy doesn't exist anymore. See if I can get a plant seed from here. Before the storm hits. No seed, but I got a purple one of these. Oh, wait. This, after that. Still no seed. I already have one of those. Okay. Well, we got a colorful loadout at least. Purples and golds with a little bit of green. Someone shooting at you, or is that you running? Oh my god, I usually gonna be up there. Oh. This guy looks damaged. Come over here and break him. I see you, you get back here. See if I got her attention. Exactly as planned. Well, honestly, we're going to move here in a minute if no one else comes. You're so noisy, fish sticks. How are you so noisy? That shoots you back that way. Ooh. lip. Good job running away there, genius. You may come back. Dude, you broke my rock. Where'd he go? Shik's any idea? I did get him with a rock, though. That was pretty cool. If in general we lost him. How's your life, bud? I can't tell. I'm assuming decent. Okay, so we are it. I don't know if that was the guy who was shooting at us with the rifle, but if so, haha. I'm an R expert. Yay. Arg. No, thank you. Ooh. Yeah, that's the guy who was shooting at us. Cute. Freak. We got double teamed. I don't know who to choose to cheer for. Okay, reading time, guys. We are at 2 hours. Oh, we got 10 battle stars. Let's go do that. 10 battle stars? 10 battle stars, okay. That was not the battle pass. Did we get Grizz? We got Grizz too, didn't we? I forgot all about him. Actually, with that, we're going to have to do the money first. I want the money. Give me my money. Where's my money, Brian? 200 V-Bucks. Okay. Oh, we will not be reading to this in the background. Thank you. Let's go ahead and hit this because this is silent. So this is part 3 of Previewing Death. Whoop. Ah. Mr. Douglas, the middle-aged forensic scientist, looked up from his desk, where he had been taking his break. He had been deep into the late Titan's pirate latitudes, a half-truthful story of piracy and turmoil in the Caribbean. He took a moment to come back to his wooden panel office from those troubled, crystal blue ocean waters. and noticed that one of his team was standing at the door expecting his attention. "What's up?" he asked, closing his book with disappointment. Some would have been angry at being interrupted during their break, but they didn't love their job as he did. "Have a case straight from the chief. Big fire down 151. One dead, possible murder." The young kid, only 20, with wavy blonde hair, shook his head in enthusiasm. Richard Douglas tried to gather his thoughts, his worried lines creasing his forehead. "Can you take someone with you? You sent half the team home for a slow night. The rest are out in the field." Douglas nodded. The workload would increase the moment he'd call in a slow night. "Okay," he rose, gathering a silver briefcase full of equipment he kept at his side, glancing at his brown jacket and shaking his head. It was warm enough not to need it. "Details." The kid started as his boss walked past him into the maze of West Creek National Forensics Center. Here, a few scientists were busy with local crime, but the division here also helped out across the nation with big crimes or cases with multi-state jurisdiction. Since the lab answered to no higher authority other than the justice system and government, his team could be at neutral party when needed, or an extra hand. "You know the old gas station down on 151? Douglas nodded. "The one near town?" "Yeah, ran by Henderson. A passerby on his way to San Antonio found the place engulfed. Pumps, building, his car, everything." Leaving through a door secured from the outside of the card key accessed the two panelists into the lobby, including the old man. The kid hesitated. "Likely," his boss shot him a raised eyebrow. "There wasn't a lot of him left. He looks like any other roasted human does. The fireman only knows that they have what appears to be a nail stick to the ground." "Hate the aroma of roasted humans." His partner frowned at the two as the two of them headed through the lobby. "Never smelled a person before." Douglas laughed. He was about to say more when he noticed him. The black-robed creature wasn't on his first visit through town, nor would it be his last his team would see of him. He thought team, but to this day he had been the only person to see him. If he hadn't seen his handiwork up close, watch his effect on the unsuspected, Ryan would be asked. Sorry, I said Ryan. Richard would be asked deep in self-imposed psychological treatment. "Sir?" the kid asked. Douglas touched him with a finger. "Wait here. Something's come up." He started back after the creature. Not the first time in town, but the first time he was ever inside the lab. The creature opened the secured entryway into the labs without a card, or pausing, as if he was opening any other non-official door, and Douglas followed him. The thing of darkness gave an impression it only existed halfway in their realm and partway in another, as it glided through his unsuspecting employees after having used the door. Trailing him, Douglas tried to make a list within his mind of who might be ready to die. He tracked the creature through the maze of offices and cubicles, past Silk Kim's lab, where a young Chinese man was studying something under a vented hood, past the supercomputers buzzing with dozens of fans hard at work, into the near lightless back end of the building. He knew they were headed for the tanks. The tanks, as the team called them, were cells, temporary prison chambers to hold suspects for investigations or forensic processing. At least that was what the area's foremost reason for existence. Instead, more often than not, the West Creek Police Department had them use their cells as overflow drunk tanks. Thus the name. Descending 3 rounds of staircase, they came into the dim, concrete-walled hall, and Ryan couldn't remember, for the life of him, if anyone was even here. What if the thing turned and mauled him? Would it? Could it? He had never seen it touch a person before. But who's to say the creature didn't have its own power to destroy? They stopped, stared at a cell, through the concrete wall and the metal door, standing or floating, with trolls billowing about it, the darkness within attempting to crawl out. Moving forward, the thing opened the previously locked door and entered. Ryan booked it to catch the door before it fell closed. Inside, the creature leaned over one of the town's many local drunks, an overweight homeless man, thrown to the streets by debt in a crooked house market. The dark sleeves of the thing's robes devoured the man's right hands as slimy, shiny, formless tentacles of darkness crawled up his arm. The creature was at it, whispering into his ear. This man would be his next tool of death, but Ryan would solve it here. Turning its head to the side, the void beneath the hood paused, facing Ryan. For a moment it crouched there, holding onto the inebriated man, staring without eyes or a face to stare from, as the 4 drunks shivered in his bed, muttering in fevered tones. Ryan stared back for a moment, a chill crossing his spine, but anger grew in his chest. What? He shouted at it. What do you want? Yes, I can see you. I could always see you. Who are you going to kill now? The thing seemed to nod. Such a human motion from something far from being human. And rose, withdrawing a black tentacle from the man's arm. Within the once covered hand of the sweaty half-mad drunk was a silver revolver. Ryan had no time to react. He pulled his own surplus pistol as the drunk fired and missed. Ryan squeezed out a shot, piercing the heart of the man, killing him in an instant. A blessing, as Douglas had known no one to live a sane life after coming in contact with the thing. Douglas sighed at the dead drunk. You happy? There's your sacrifice. Now get the fuck out of my town. The creature stared at him, beyond him, and then back at the bed, nodding. As he moved by, Ryan tried to give him a wide berth in the small room. Still, the thing's sharp shoulders brushed his chest, creating a sensation of being touched by dry ice. The skin dried and cracked. He was sure he'd be rash, covered for weeks to come. The creature passed him to step over the prone body of the young team member, supposed to have been waiting up in the lobby, bloody hole dead center of his chest. And that is the end of Creeping Death. I'll talk about it here in a minute. Let's go ahead and go into here. I think I'm doing the same thing, right? Yeah, we're at 9 out of 20. So, Creeping Death was meant to introduce you to my writing. It also introduced you to the Darkness, which we just talked about, and he appears in other writings, and he mentioned in some novels. It introduced you to West Creek. Now, West Creek is a city that will appear in many different stories, most of them shorts and horrors, but will also be important in novels. So, you're familiar with West Creek. And it was my idea of building West Creek was if I end up having like a multiverse, there's always a nexus of the multiverse if you build it correctly. For the Dark Tower, written by my hero Stephen King, the nexus was the Dark Tower. And for, let's say, here on Fortnite, the nexus is the 0 point and the zero reality. These places are nexuses. These places are what spreads out to the other alternate realities, and sometimes bleed into the other realities as much as the other realities bleed into them. So my idea was, as a place of horror, West Creek would be an area that has, you can spray that. West Creek would be an area that is, kind of stuck in between realities, or as that nexus point would be a place where mysterious things would happen, dark creatures would appear, strange events would happen, and people would go disappearing. Our closest will be the body condos. This one right here. It also introduced you to Doug Ryan, who will be a very important in every story. I'd recommend you remember him. Go ahead and read the story if you can. Ryan Douglas, I'm sorry. I did know that I misnamed him. I named him both Richard Douglas and Ryan Douglas. I'll probably come back and change that and rewrite. In another story I'm writing, he does take place as a character, so I'll have to come back and figure out how I want to call him officially. I'll probably do Richard Douglas. I think I originally meant it to be Richard Douglas, and then changed it to Ryan Douglas as I was writing. And again, as a self-editing idiot, I didn't notice. But you know, maybe one day I'll be able to afford my own editor. I hear the firefight. Oh. Where'd he go? Get out of that. He's good at jumping. Oh. I didn't mean it to be this freaking intense. What the fuck? Jesus. Oh god, is this gonna kill me? No, it's not. This might. Oh. Yay. Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Anybody else home? Ollie, oxen tree. Get some XP. Where the hell is that chest? I'm sure. Yeah. Just for fun. Some chrome. Okay, the next closest place is going to be Shimmy's Shrine. There's the one on the hill lost, but I'm not positive. No, there's a dead body over there. The one on the hill won. Hey, it's my friend. Oh, looks like we get some weeklies going. I completely forgot about the weeklies. Oh, chicken. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. Oh, frick. Hello and goodbye again. Well, at least I got 2 down. I don't see a lag problem, but people are running in space. A connection problem. Oh, I have some messages. Hold on, I'll be right back. I didn't mean to close that. Okay. What time do we have right now? We have enough for another start? Well, this one's really short. I'm probably just read right now. 2:20. Okay, we're still way within time. So this is called Bloodletting. Now, last one was a full-on short. I really don't really remember why I created that one, other than to create it because it just was inspired for me to create it. Sometimes stories come to me. Bloodletting was, in fact, created for a specific reason, and I don't remember off the top of my head now what it was. Well, like a magazine or a book collection gives you like a thing you're supposed to create, and you create it around that idea. Bloodletting was created around the idea. It's more a prose, because I remember one of the things that I'd asked for was like a prose like point of view. But I took what it originally was and expanded on it a little for this. That said, it's only a handful of pages long. Actually, it's quite a few pages long now for this form. But we'll try and read it here because it doesn't really have a end midway mark. I watch from the darkness where no one knows I hide. It is where I am more comfortable in this city than within its crusty bars full of noisy drinkers, the wet rollers, full of cars spewing out poison, or even at home. What is home? Wooden walled building with a carpet that could tell 10 years worth of tales of violence and sex and abuse? No. The runaway sanctuaries which promise solace to any abandoned child only to send their own version of parents to beat, rape those unwilling to fight back? No. Home is where your heart is, people say, and mine resides in the darkness of the street, where the light is cast out by a brick wall tall enough to block out the sun, or by a lamp shattered by stone. My heart lives in darkness, the soul, a wickedness passed on to me by my father without a violent tendencies. I watch the ravens do his work and envy the wintry heart that could do so. For the darkness he must live in is bliss. The murders that shock a nation, the media maintain with the brimstone on fire that created such atrocities. But now different. It is a living darkness. Again, I'll pause here. I noticed that I am writing about a living darkness. I don't know if I meant this attached to the darkness creature when I wrote this. I don't know which was written first. I can never exist that far within the embrace of the darkness, for I am too soft, but too long has my weakness gone and fed. Too long have I been along the blinding light. The pain within must come out. A bottle upon the alley pavement, once filled with fear, is now filled with empty promises. Within it I see a darker sea. Smashing it with a bare foot, I grimace in joy and grin against the pain as several of its larger pieces pierce its hole in my foot, driving in the darkness further into me. I will pause here now, and do warn that this story, content warning, does have to do with self-harming. Just because it was a situation, I think I was a teenager when I may have written this, a young teen, a young adult or older teen, and, emo-ness, just feeling left out and stuff like that. I felt like that was a teen, of course. I didn't have the happiest home, and, that plus social things. I was emo, maybe a little depressed back then. I'm not like that now. It's just how it was, but I wrote from that feeling. So just a content warning: if that kind of content puts you off or triggers you, it's coming. I pick up a ripe piece. One side is dull and curved, the edge is a frisbee. I grip the end with my hand. The other side is a curved blade, the toe claw of the ancient predator ending in a point. Pressing that point against my wrist, forcing the darkness further in. I am as aroused, I am mortified by the pain. First a prick and then a savage tearing as I pull the blade across my arm, which seems to dull the pain of my bleeding foot. I scream out in angst as I become hard with lust. The pain without and within have traded places, but not for good. Never does it last. My darkness is interrupted, as the light leaks from my arm onto the pavement below. I could not start anew on the hand that scribed his blessing into my skin. Yet a man, rude, short, and fat, yells at me to stop and drop my weapon, as he batters me with his harsh light. What weapon do I bear? Only a pen to an art form, a brush dipped in red upon a pale canvas. Who is this boorish man that dressed in a blue, with a blade of fire that cuts my piece as knife does hot butter? What does he know of anything? If caught, he would force me back out of my darkness, and I cannot leave my home. I thrust my pin towards him. It shines as the brown glass flickers within the man's firing torch. The artist's brush flies end over end. The red paint made of my light that has fled from the darkness splashes onto him, causing him to pause. That is my cue. I run, my bare feet wet with my light. I whisper upon the pavement as black as the night. I find myself weak. Always my art leaves me hungry, dizzy, used. Why hasn't the darkness scooped me up and carried me upon its wings? Its leathery night-filled wings that beat the lightless sky over me could easily carry me into the safeness of another dark home, far from this man's sharp instrument of radiance. I am given no heed. I am on my own, and as I stumble past white hard concrete, more light assaults me. From everywhere, joined by a chorus of hundreds of war horns and screeching beasts, light has come to make battle upon the night within its home. Something hits me, a strike upon an artist, a metal-clad beast like a knight out of an old fairy tale. My sight has blurred, my legs are numb, and someone screams in horror as I lie, an innocent artist beaten by those that would destroy my darkness. I try to rise, and find my canvas arm useless, the elbow twisted inside out and right side in once again. I raise my neck to discover that my legs that had carried me rest several feet away, along with my loins, no longer aroused. Something red and glistening sends from them. From me crimson light pours onto the pavement. The light beasts that now surround me and their riders, that shine horrid white knives in my face, believe they have won. But no, at last the light is seeping out, and into me seeps the deepest of black. My vision fades. I can say farewell to the world that is ruled by light, and be welcomed into my home of eternal night. And that is the end of that. We'll talk about that in a minute. That one's probably one of my darkest ones. It's my only one I wrote in full prose like that. It's almost poetry. I have wrote some poems before. Never published them. But that is my closest thing I had to poetry being published. I do believe I am still doing the same mission. 11:20 done. Okay. Come on, Mike. Let's finish out this at least before it's 4 hours. So, I had written that for a magazine a while back. I think I'm pretty sure it was a magazine because I don't think there was a short collecting prose. Um, Hold on, I'm gonna fix my fan so I can lay back. Sorry about the wind for a moment. Um, my idea coming to that was, I guess at certain times in my life, I feel not like I'm not going to hurt myself, but everybody feels depressed and I guess thinks about it once in a while. And back then, I guess I was. And my put that kind of thought into what if I put just into poetry, and then what if I put this into prose? And it came to me as I was writing this prose, and I was like, well, this is a type of horror. Why not add this to my collection? It's a type of self horror. A kind of self monster, if you will. You're your own monster. You're your own harm. Um, of course, the idea was it's like a poem of a disturbed man, a guy who is seriously in need of help, but without it. And it does criticize some stuff. For one thing, it criticizes bad houses. You know, right now, I would like to say this is going to get a little political because my books do get political. We have the Department of Family Services, and they are so focused on attacking and abusing transgender children, they don't focus on the really abused people. There are dozens and dozens of stories extending back to before I was alive of the Texas Department of Family Safety, aka CPS as well, Child Protective Services, failing the children. They'll ignore the homes that are actually battered, have actually abused parents. They won't do anything about it. And then when they do sometimes take children in, whether it's for a good reason or not, they'll send them to people who work for the DBS to raise these children that are just as bad, if not worse, than the people they took them from. And that worked its way into there as criticism. Oh. Okay, we're going down to the Lustrous Lagoon, guys. Maybe they'll be the Lusty Argonian. Oh, wait, the ship's not here anymore. Damn, I was going to look up on the ship. Let's say maybe there's a Lusty Argonian made in the Lustrous Lagoon over in the pirate ship, but there is no freaking pirate ship. I'm trying to hit this. Hopefully no one hits this. Boop. And that is probably one of my shortest shorts. Oh. And now I'll get his attention by doing this. I almost hit him. Did you guys see that? Well, at least we got one. Ah, played myself. I'm trying to get more chrome so I could heal. Well, that was short. Shall we go on to the next story then and get out of that depressing one I just read? The next one we will call Crickets. This one has a pretty interesting. Is this a sung one or the musical? Something the musical. So this one has an interesting background to it, which we'll talk about after I'm done with it. This is Crickets. Part 1, because this will have several parts to it. Mark woke, gasping, heavy in sweat, horrified. What he knew was happening couldn't have been. He surveyed the room and realized he was back home. What a horrible dream it had been. His heart was pumping, his underarms moist and reeking sweet. Onions cut open past their expiration date, like he had worked on out for hours, sans deodorant. Still, as he rose from his bed, nude, darkened by tan, shining with sweat, his innocence only preserved by the shadows of the night's dark, the dream faded to something less than a memory. A spider spun its web in the corner of his room. For a moment, he watched it as he tried to wrap his mind around what frightened him, like the spider would wrap his webbing around an unfortunate victim, ensnared within his trap. A moment. Did I get any water? Where was I? There was nothing there to grip. The webbing of his mind had let the fly of memory slip away. As he made his way into his bathroom, he hid the light. The 3 iridescent bulbs supposed to light the tile floor covered in brown grime inside the 8 by 4 foot room one came on, allowing a dim flickering yellow glow to settle seemed to deepen the shadows and unsettle Mark further. He walked over to the toilet. Its lid always up, for he had no women to worry about, and relieved himself. After flushing, he slid aside the dirty plastic beach-themed curtain stained brown by time and looked into the tub, where he spotted something that made him hold his breath. For a moment he couldn't even comprehend what had brought back the fear of his dream. He saw it, but he couldn't make heads or tails of it. A shadow the size of a dime, featureless in the diamond light, seeming to stare at him through glassy eyes he wasn't sure was there. The thing hopped. It rolled over on its back and attempted to correct itself by flicking its thin stick legs in all directions, failing at its chin. Mark let out his breath under a curse, shaking his head in self-embarrassment. The little thing was a cricket, no bigger or scarier than a nickel. He picked it up by a leg, using his right thumb and forefinger, grimacing at the gross bug that had invaded his home. A foot into the toilet. The leg he had held snapped off and stuck to his thumb. Mark flung his hand in a panic, less in a masculine manner. Had his buddies seen him, he'd be the laughingstock of his group. The flag flew off to who knew what corner of the room, and he flushed the toilet along with its now swimming occupant. He had only seconds to contemplate how the cricket seemed oblivious of its menacing limb, swimming without panic before disappearing down the stained porcelain hole. Mark checked the bathtub that doubled as a shower. Seeing no other intruder for the night, he turned on the water, extra hot. The heat was unnecessary. It scalded his skin and turned his pale thighs and white buttocks a bright, cheeky red. But he associated heat with flimsiness, and his body was the only thing he cared to keep clean. After sanitizing himself, paying more attention to his skin than he did his short hair, he stepped out of the shower, turned off the water, and watched it circle the drain. It took a little too long for it to empty. Mark had to remind himself to use drain cleaner or clear out his hair that was webbing itself into a clog as it always did. In the silence, the cricket strummed its own leg solo, but doubted it was the one he had flushed down the toilet sans a leg. His thumb and finger itched. He used his other hand to scratch it. From the bathroom, Mark headed straight to his old dresser drawer, pulling out his clothes, a pair of briefs that hugged him comfortably, jeans that would take any abuse he'd give to them today, and a white, thin-buttoned-up shirt. He may have not dressed to impress, but he made a statement his little off-campus apartment would never make in his lifetime. He cared to make an effort. Something brushed his skin on his left forearm from inside his shirt, and he shook it, allowing 2 crickets to fall out and hop away in panic. He grimaced and shook his head. He deserved this for living in such a pigsty. His fingers itched again. He scratched his arm. His left forearm itched. He scratched it, hoping the pests weren't giving him something. Out of his apartment, into the darkened early morning, his first hallway silence welcomed. Aside from the constant chirp of a single bug, it was only the single cricket was a wonder. He assumed that was because the rest were busy running from him. Through the hall he exited through a blue metal door upon the end, where he came upon another cricket which jumped away at a mad try to escape the door's sharp edge. He stepped out into a small unlit parking lot, the cricket's song neither becoming louder nor more distant, forcing him to ignore it best he could. Inside his ancient gold Grand Marquis, a 4-door sedan Mark thought was better fit being driven by the old, he brushed yesterday's pile of food trash off the driver's seat and onto the apartment pavement. He took a last glance to make sure none of it was important, noting 3 creatures escaping the mayhem, heading, he hoped, for their own home, and not his. With a crank at the engine, he pulled out his little slice of the ghetto, heading south. We'll call it a park there, because this is a fairly long one, but I didn't have any points of actual separations in this one. So, go ahead and pause it there, and play a little more. Same idea, we are now at 12 of 20, since we got that one lady, and we will be coming down. I'd like your opinion if you watch this enough. Bite is, by my telling, non-binary. I can't tell if it's he or she. It's not mentioned in the files or stuff. I originally took took them as a he. The hair, the stance kind of give me a he look. But when I look at their face, especially in cartoon form, I see sort of a venom touch of skeletal right here to them. It could just be a cartoonish exaggeration of the face, but it looks feminine to me. So do you think that they would be better suited as he, she, or they? I want to continue calling them they, because I don't know. The only person that could really tell me what they are is the person who created them, the artist, Fortnite. I'm cool with leaving things unknown and oh my god, non-binary. Why can I not say non-binary? A bite grill. Get yourself a bite to eat. No? Terrible? Okay. Oh, his hands are called Chrome Struck Fire. That's actually really rad. Nothing there. Okay, yeah, this real quick. Oh, hello guys. Oh my god, really they walked into it? Oh. Got quite a few kills there actually. $16 out of 20. Okay, back to vegan. 2 original bros over there rocking. I liked it. Did I get me? Nope. Not yet. Let me do that. What was on last night's shop? Looks like the Ariana Grande. Oh, they released a whole bunch of that stuff. Oh yeah, they both finally have their Halloween styles. I just won. More Hollow-Z stuff. That one's cool. Wait, did he have two forms? That was just me doing that. That was just me doing that. Say it ain't so. Or say so, I'm sorry. Let's say it ain't so. That's a different song. See, when I see it during emotes, honestly, if I'm in base too, I'll keep them as a they. If I can remember, say they. Okay, how about my brain is dumb? Wait, no, we were gonna read. Get out, get out, get out, get out. The drive to his college, where he took classes at the ridiculous time of 6 in the morning, was less than half an hour long. Though he drove towards his university, minutes from his parking, the solo cricket still sung over the whisper of his car's tires upon the pavement. He felt over his body to make sure it didn't hitch a ride. When he found he was clean, Mark hit the old cassette player and turned Slipknot up to decibels that threatened to destroy his already damaged speakers, which crackled with the intensity of the band's bass and screaming lyrics, and drowned out the Song of the Bug. In the school's lot, Mark guided his car into was well lit and empty this early in the morning, as it normally was. By the time noon rolled around, the parking lot, half the size of the University of San Antonio's parking lot, would fill to the brim. After pulling into a spot near as possible to the four-building school, Mark climbed out of his car and looked at the glass doors that were the main entrance. The building sat upon and was built into a small hill, so you had to climb 3 series of 6 steps or walk around back to enter the school. He climbed the stairs that led from the parking lot to the front of the main building, sighting around a small group of crickets that had convened on the 5th step for early morning choir. He stopped. He heard only the one. It couldn't have been the same cricket as before. He knew he hadn't heard it since he left his apartments. Had he? He shook his head in dumbfounded wonder and continued up to meet his good friend in the front entrance. Alice was a woman he had known since middle school, a girl he had a serious crush on as a boy, a cherry red-eyed, spiky-haired emo lesbian that had no interest in men. He was one of the few men she ever congregated with because he had always been her friend. He had supported her love for the same sex, and he had never used the D-word. In her word, dyke was a no-no. In her world, dyke was a no-no. When she caught anyone using that word, whether or not it was against her, except for on the occasion one of those words were uttered by one of the few which it attributed to, they not only became part of the list of her most hated persons on the planet, but received at least one painful lesson on how much an ass whooping one of those D's could give you. Alice was infamous for putting boys in the hospital without discrimination on whether it was the ones discriminated while playing Dungeons and Dragons or did so while playing sports in tight crotch hugging outfits. She despised the jocks the most. Boys with easy futures of getting paid well to beat the shit out of each other, rubbing themselves against their half-naked men in tight pants with the audacity to come back and disgaze to make themselves feel secure in their insecurity. In her opinion, which Marsh shared, anyone that bigoted towards homosexuals had something to hide and was likely to cause a case themselves. This included the priests that often hired male escorts while preaching fire and brimstone about the evils of gay sex and how it caused earthquakes in Haiti. "Are you coming?" she asked, raising a pierced left eyebrow, dyed red over the natural black roots. He shook himself out of his reminiscence. "Sorry, it's been a weird morning." Mark led their way into school. The white halls were lit to cast away the gloom of pre-dawn, but quite empty. Classes held this early were typically fine arts in a different building. Theirs was the only core course laid out pre-dawn because their teacher was a new mom sharing duty with her husband. They reached his rented locker, available to students, with the coin to rent them for a month. Among a wall of red lockers, and put in his code 91623. As he opened, his jaw fell in awe to the amount of dime-sized shadows within it. He closed his mouth in a grimace, remembering the things disgusted him, and moved away. "What?" Alice asked, peering over his shoulder. She also grimaced, but it was a smaller, less disgusting grimace. "Oh, gross." She reached up and pulled out his homeroom folder. A dozen crickets hit the floor. He knew there were 12 because he counted as he watched them fall, time drawing out the way that he had heard of happening to some during great tragedy. Sorry, I lost my track of reading. Most of the bugs scurried away under the locker. One hopped madly down the hall, hitting the wall a couple of times, and two remained. One spun on its back, futile effort to right itself, and the other was dead. But soon both shared the same fate as Exoskeleton and foamy guts exploded under the heel of Annie's black, steel-studded boots. This is getting out of hand. The city has to do something about the cricket problem. She looked at him. Show up my house, I'm going to sue mayor or something. She lifted open the folder and shook it, holding the papers in with her thumb. But nothing fell. Then she retrieved his English book, thumbing through it. It was good as well. Odd, Mark understood. How so? She handed him stuff and slammed his locker shut. These fuckers always get everywhere. Should have scattered when we opened the locker. Why aren't there crickets in my binders and books? Alice shrugged, stepping away from his locker with them in tow. I don't know, maybe we caught the party just starting. Don't complain, I can go back and grab one for you. The one I put in the book for you. She smirked. But he bit his tongue, knowing she would if he gave her reason to, and wanted nothing to do with the disgusting creatures in the rest of the day. English went without fault and without bugs. It was a nice break. Afterward, as the sun rose over the horizon into a blue day, Alice departed from him for her next class, and Mark returned to his locker to get ready for a short rest. He was attempting to pull it open with care, just in case, when a textbook hit the door from inside, sent it flying open. It came sliding out with about 20 crickets. Several of them crushed under the weight of the book. Within were 20 others, maybe even more. It was disgusting more than it was impossible. His fingers itched. He scratched them. His forearm chimed in. Mark backed away from the mess, leaving his defiled book on the floor and his locker open. Turning to run, he pushed aside a student that cursed at him inane. He fled to the stairs where he stopped to watch students skirting the choir from this morning, which had turned into a crowd of 100 disgusting crickets. People swarmed around them, yet no one seemed to pay them any mind. At his car, he opened it and closed it. The vehicle was swarming with an impossible ocean of crickets. Thousands, a tidal sea, falling and pushing against the windows, to the extent that his floor and seats of his seats were covered. He fled. What was less than an hour's drive to take a good hour on foot. In a dumping ground on the way home, he took into account the swarms of shiny insects that were now outnumbering the trash. He ran to his complex, to his apartment, and entered. There were no crickets. None he saw. No sea of them which he didn't think he could handle in his one place of privacy. From the shower he'd taken hours ago was inadequate. He hurried to his bathroom, which too was clean of crickets. For that he thanked whatever power might be. He turned on the water with a twist with a waist-level knob, but it didn't put out. Twisting the knob the other way, the mark received about the same, and knocked hard on the shower head. It rattled. Something was in it. He knew what. A sudden urgency to flee his home washed over him. The shiny black bugs crawled out of the top drain, and with the sound of escaping air in the pipes, he twisted back to watch crickets bubble to the surface of his toilet's water, one after another. This was just the beginning. Soon there would be millions. He had to think of something. A way to kill them. Get rid of all of them, and once and for all. I will stop here to... Oh shit, I closed my manager. To note a content warning and to check my actual earphone power. That's not the right button. My headset's coming down to the end here. This might be my last story for the day, by the way. But there's a content warning here. I won't tell you what it is, but it is disturbing, just to let you know. Mark dashed to the bathroom sink, whose drain wasn't putting out any living insects yet. He extracted a green jug the size of a milk carton. The front read, Drano. It was a generic brand covered in warning signs of how toxic and corrosive it was. Back at the bath shower combo, he poured upstream to wash his crickets back, twitching and dying. Instead of those 5 crickets disappeared down the drain they had come from, with a fishy smelling blue-green chemical that looked like blue sodas you'd buy at your local gas station. They stopped coming up, and some of the damn chirping died off. The toilet bubbled. He turned to the horror of dozens of swimming of a dozen swimming, a few using others to stand on, attempting to get out but sinking their brethren and falling back into the water. Could be the base for another ingenious, disgusting bug. He poured more than he had in the shower until the basin filled to the brim, letting it soak as he watched the few crickets he could still see struggle to death in the now toxic home. Another bubble to the surface, dead. He flushed and used whatever he could mused whether he could use that toilet sitting up there again. The apartment was clean of bugs, or was it? Back in his deficiency, Mark opened the shirt drawer, where sure enough, a swarm crawled over his shirts, which he could no longer see and no longer wear. He poured until the drawer was full of green liquid, and closed it. A little more than a quarter of the bottle left, he decided he had one more personal place he had to disinfect. But still, in the quiet, with crickets dying, he heard only one. His fingers itched, as did his arm, but he ignored them both. When he arrived back at school, it was nearing noon. The flight of stairs were now covered in bugs, a mass shadow that people seemed to ignore and walk through, squishing dozens of underfoot. It was disgusting. Flashing the restrainer on the stairs got the bugs scattered, giving him a path, while he, of all things, caught odd glances from others passing by. Mark climbed and slid on his shoes coated in slick blue liquid. As he entered the school, righting himself with the wall, he made a beeline for his locker. It still stood open, pouring out bugs, crickets, billions of them, yet nobody seemed to notice. If his best friend hadn't seen them, he would assume he'd gone crazy. He dispensed strainer over the book which had fallen out, the ones not killed scattered, and he poured most of the rest into his locker, leaving only a small quantity in the bottle. The students passing by cursed at him, and called out at him in surprise, anger, confusion, and fear. The crickets he cared about were dead, all but one, the same one he heard everywhere he went. Oh God, he thought, everywhere I go, the bug was inside of him, in his head, in his ears, in his brain, somewhere. He had to flush it out. Mark pulled the bottle to his lips and let the disgusting blue liquid flow between his teeth. At first it tasted of fish and burned his sinuses, but then it didn't taste at all. Soon what was left was gone. He dropped to his knees, his throat swelling from the irritancy that the chemical caused. His eyes rolled skyward. The cricket within his skull was no more, and there she found him, his blue lips praying towards heaven and never falling to his face. Alice woke gasping, heavy in sweat, horrified. What she knew had happened couldn't have been. She survived her room and realized she was home. What a horrible dream it had been. Her sweat was still pumping, hair full of sweat stuck to her forehead. Her night deodorizer keeping her from smelling, a secret she shared with no one. Still, as she rose from her bed, thickly built, nude, pale, shining with sweat, innocence only preserved by the shadow of the night's dark, the dream faded to something less than memory. The end. Whew. Now, we will play. What are hours at? 3-something? 2-something. So we're at 2-something, but my headphones are coming down here, so that'll be our last story for the evening. We'll just play. Go back in and continue some more. Now, story-wise, there's actually a background to this one. A long time ago, I worked at PetSmart, as you know. I worked in the Pets Hotel. Now, that PetSmart hadn't been there for very long. I was in the very first round of employees they had hired. They opened the store, and I came in and said, I want to work. And they said, here you go. Here's a job we'll never pay you enough for. But it's probably one of the jobs you'll love the most. And, but because that place before it was there had been a cow field, it had been mostly nature. Now, when I worked there during moist season order, especially when the rain was really high, we had a cricket problem. Like, not swarms, but it was a lot. And, they're gross. I'm not, that phobic of them, but they're still gross. And they were everywhere. And I hated dealing with them. As an overnighter who was cleaning everything, I had to deal with them. I think we're going to the reality tree, guys. Let's see how that goes. So I was at work when I decided to start pinning this story about discussion bugs overwhelming a person. Yeah, that didn't work. We'll just come back in and play once I'm done reading for the day. And that is only 3 stories into Dead Ends 1, by the way. Oh, my throat hurts from eating. Well, as you can see, I wormed LGBTQ in there, as usual. The lesbian best friend. And I also kind of wanted the ending there to just be... I put the ending there to be a mindfuck. I was like, what if I end the story exactly how I began and no one's sure what is real and what isn't? Has she woken? Or is she woken into a dream? Is there some kind of reality loop? What's going on? And if you want to answer, I'm going to tell you there's no answer. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Oh, get out. Get out. We'll hit here at the water tower if no one's here. I don't know if we fly into that, if that'll boost us, or if we have to get the pad. Ooh. I see you. Come on out and play. Ooh. Yes, please. Death comes in shotgun form. Oh, I'm sorry. Ow, that hurt my lungs. As if you throw this, like, no. Yeah. So. I actually don't know if dogs count. How do you know? Dogs do not count in this case. Oh, no, better that. Two more kills and it will be good. Come on, dude. You know you want to come through. But I had seen something down there. Also, what is that as a tent? Come on. Come on. Come on up. Come on up, you know you want to. Ooh, something right there. Come on. There you wanna. Come down this path. I think that dropped, you know what? So it's cool. Maybe it'll lure him over. Right, inside the circle. Yeah, inside the circle. At the circle will be coming this way. So the chance that whoever's coming will be coming from this side. Nada. Huh. There's a laugh in the background. Oh well. You didn't need that knee, did you? That knee, you're not dead. Up on that mountain. Up on that goddamn mountain. Oh, I gotta move. Sorry. I hit the wrong thing. I didn't mean to dump that. I meant to throw this. Oh well. That was my fault. Damn. What's that noise? Just wind? Sounds like a waterfall. Okay. Hmm. Anyway. Let's see. My earphones are at... That's my broadcast, not my earphones. Broadcast is at 3, my earphones are at 9. We'll try and finish this off, this mission, before we take off for the day. I got through 3 stories today, at least. Yeah, 3. The 3 first dead-end stories. Some of them are pretty lengthy, so... We will continue next time we have a chance. But first, let's get in here and see if we can't finish this off. But yeah, I ended up writing most of that story at work, technically. As a person who worked alone in the hotel, you took your own pace, did you wanted to. There wasn't much of anybody telling you what to do. Part of why I also miss my job. But mostly I miss it because of the animals. Not that I don't have an animal over here flipped upside down on my bed, don't you? See, all the blood is gonna rush to your brain. You don't care? At all. I also have that. Tree of the tea of the real. We're going to get some real tea. We're gonna play. We only have to have one more kill. One more kill and we're done. After that, we'll call it a morning. I'm gonna get myself something to eat before I have to do the rest of my work. Today's work includes cleaning. Oh, it was you. Lame. Got him. And that counted too. We will go see the TV before we take off, though. Ah, fuck. Down there, Greasy, huh? Greasy is right away. Hey, I could use you again. I wonder if you could jump the mushroom to mushrooms and run. I think I can make that actually. But if you go up here, you go up here, do this, cover, do a little bit of this, yeah, and then, nope, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that didn't hurt. I got lucky. One of these days I'm gonna take out the guy in there. Bloody today. It is today. Shit. I think he knows where I am.
You made the right choice. But then again, you can't stop, can you? Your true journey begins now. Claim the ultimate prize.
Chrome opponents? Oh, I want to go do that now. Okay, we may not end. I have to Chrome opponents though. Because I have to go to Chrome places and splash opponents with Chrome. Which I do a lot anyway on accident. A shotgun to the face. Okay, our next mission is Chrome Opponents. We are at... My everyone's going to hold out. We'll hope so. Go ahead and attach that to him. And see what this said. We'll see in a minute. The Skewer. Gnarly. Hiccups, holy cow. So we're going to go to our usual Chrome area over in the Vietnam setting, and we're going to grab as much Chrome as possible, and then Chrome people. I don't know if Chroming wolves work. So far, the wolves are like 2% of the help on this. Sometimes wildlife counts, sometimes wildlife doesn't. Wildlife does not count the last thing. So we could test it by splashing one, but I'm going to bet no. And after this, we can just head back to either doing, I have my werewolf up for my release. I got my this season's people. So far, we've been bite the last few episodes. This might be our last one. And since we finish this, we'll come back and do more Fortnite when we get... Oh, we have to do weeklies. We do weeklies. The next time we play, we'll do some weeklies. If anything. Oh yeah, that's pretty far away. Heading off the little forest full of chrome. You know, we don't have any kitty cats in this game yet, other than actual characters, right? I said we don't have any kitty cats in this game, and she rose his head disturbed. Like, did you forget about Meowskulls? And Meowskulls? And Kit? If Meowskulls is a full first name, but Meowskulls is her full name, is his name Meowskulls? And that makes his apparent son Kit Skulls? I did not release my chute high enough. Okay, the idea is not to shoot people, it's to throw people, so I'm not gonna get weapons. Just throw them. That's not chrome. That was dumb. Okay, we'll head out. Let's see if we can get whoever this is. straight ahead of me, possibly in the chrome, whatever, shiny something, or possibly Fort Jonesy. I guess it will become Fort Cromesy or Chrome Jonesy. So here's the question of questions. Will these guys count? First thing, do I have you yet? I think I do. Okay. I did not have him yet. Also, he did not count, so probably those guys don't count. Yes, you can get the same person more than once. Okay, let's head in deeper. We're not too far away from the storm circle. We can grab some more stuff. Back there. You know, if I go get her, she doesn't get me too bad. I can finish it here. She's kinda out in the storm. Got what I needed. Turn. neither in. Now we might as well die. Oh, why it sounds so wet. I was just sitting there listening to it like, why does it sound so wet up there? Okay, we'll go ahead and head right back in. We're gonna do, this is probably the end though. We're gonna get their last end piece. Is it illegal to chrome your chess pieces? What if they have a Chrome Midas, and he has the same ability to chrome weapons as Shadow Midas can shadow weapons, and Gold Midas can gold weapons? I don't know, I'm just biting things with them. The bite bus. That's way too close. We'll get a lockdown. Not that I want to survive this match and win, I just want to be able to get the storyline out. Logjam will probably have less people. Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus killer, oh no. We killed Amadeus. Oh, we go. Do you think it came over here to evacuate this before it got rifted apart? Do you think it destroyed the mines, or do you think it rifted them out and rifted them in? Because the mines seem to be gone completely. All the land there's flats. I would say it's like it was rifted out. You see how like the circles are built out? It's like everything that was here was rifted to a different place. I read to kill this person before we. we done? I have 5 kills. I would just coming in here to look at this thing, and we're like, let's take her out.
Be always vigilant. When we have need of you, you will be summoned.
And that's it, right? That's the end of their quest. All quests completed. Got a bunch of weeklies, we won't be finishing those right now. Oh, only 4. And driftwood, jellyfish, damage. Okay. This will be our last play of the day, guys. Whether or not we die right now or die at the end. I won't die on purpose. Saddle bites. Yeah, apparently he's not going to give me anything. We have a malfunction. Let's go spend all our money on the malfunction. Okay. What do we get out of this malfunction? Ooh, Elverchrome shotgun. Ooh, nope, not that. I'm taking that. Action sniper. Okay. Nothing actually too useful out of that one. Nope. Sold out. Used to be able to get locked weapons in those. I don't know if they still allow that. If so, if not, then they're kind of pointless. I get up. Quiet. So this time on the reading, I tried for a different approach. Last time we just skimmed through this large story. This time I played at actually reading the story. I am noticing some errors in some of my stories, but you know, they'll be rewritten one day. Probably put into a collection when I have some time. But do y'all like the actual reading of the stories? Did y'all prefer the skim with small parts of it noted? Ah, Rick. Yeah, it's almost a one-hit kill right off the bat, though. Whoa, ow. Hey, y'all hurt my ear. I hear him. Gosh darn it. Oh my god, they're actually very good at dodging my weapon right now. Okay. Ah, I have to go see that new bullets because I'm out of bullets. Sorry, Robin, I took out your lady friend. What bullets I need, I guess. Anything better than I got? I thought that was a person. I talked to the person up here yet? Yeah, such bad memory. You know what? At the end of this, we'll go look see who we got. I know there's a person upstairs. I don't remember if we have collected them this season. What's your name from last season? I'm in the intel business. Got secrets to sell? Are you selling? Oh, bruh. And the answer is no, we did not have her. Random pictures. This has been here for a while. Get up and do something. The side stories are sected, aren't they? Big story going on, but we don't have our gnomes doing anything. The bears doesn't do anything forever. The rock people have disappeared completely, along with Trapezosaurus. So all our side stories are just not working. Hmm. Hmm. Nine people. 8 seconds before the drop. Hello. Hello. Now to decide which piece goes on which character. Yeah, two of them. Damn. Oh well. I'm never gonna get another crown, I swear. I win, but never when I have a crown. Hold on here. The, oh, that's not what I wanted. Damn, I did not mean to click on you. Close that, close that, close that. Sorry, I'm trying to get my freaking schedule open. So that'll be it for the day. We're gonna call it a day. Go ahead and figure out what we're gonna do with him later. We'll go ahead and attach this one to here for now. Then we'll figure out what we'll have on the other one. Thrasher. So that'll be our day for the day. As far as my schedule goes, next week is pretty quiet. um, I'll probably play Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, at least Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday or late. I might play Monday. Might be a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Never good retail, kids. Retail sucks. So yeah, I expect to see me on one of those days. I'll also be writing some of those days, so I won't tell you exactly what's going on, but you won't see me the rest of this week. You will definitely see me Tuesday or Wednesday, and one of those days I'll probably write. So I'll probably write Monday. Um, I guess we'll see where we go on from here. When I come back, we'll likely be on here. We had to do weeklies. I'm expecting an update on freaking the other missions we have. I don't know what's going on with that. These are the collections we have. Our new ones are going to be... So I'll just read through all of them in case you haven't seen them. Valbros. Always looking for exciting flavor combination. Valbros considering a bold new chrome filled dumpling. Chocolate and chug buns. This is more popular. The chrome filled dumpling might be a way of spreading. Beach Bomber. Beach Bomber is now a successful small business owner, just in time for everything to be covered by chrome. Hey friend, you live by a very profitable ice cream shop. Oh, that's right, she's up in the ice cream shop now. Blackheart will never give up a search for treasure. Who knows? Maybe the real treasure was his friends he made all along all the way. Just kidding, it's gold and jewels. Bunker Jonesy survived a lot. Now his greatest challenge yet, roommates. If you thought his conspiracy board was hard to follow, you should see his take on Trollville. Okay, nothing important story-wise there. That's why Jonesy is not used to having roommates. They're so touchy. So what if there's just sand all over the floor, and the couch, and in the fridge? Okay, that one might be bad. Cryptic, when asked to provide a bio, Cryptic stared intensely, narrowed his eyes, and shook his head. Maybe he's still upset about losing his expensive relic collection. The island's favorite lumberjack is concerned about this chrome stuff. These kids with their fancy schmancy living metal. What happened to the good old traditional wood? Jonesy the First, aka Jonesy that was copied over when this guy turned into Bunker Jonesy. Jonesy the First is #1 Jonesy. You know it, he knows it, everyone knows it, so slips. Can somebody tell these other Jonesies who's the boss and stop eating his yogurt? Dude, half of them extended for use. I'm pretty sure this Jonesy and this Jonesy are Jonesies that got stuck somewhere. This Jonesy got stuck out at sea, probably from Jonesy the First, and became Castaway Jonesy, and then rebirthed Jonesy the First. This guy was Jonesy the First that got stuck under a bunker for a decade, and just out of the loop, and the loop remade Jonesy the First again. Guaco. Guaco sometimes thinks about moving from Greasy Grove, exploring the island, searching his calling, but a customer comes in, interrupts his train of thought, and back to complain taco shells. Fish Stick. Keep far away from Maki Master. Oh. It's time for Fish Stick to don his ancient armor and help protect the island, if he had his armor. Or any armor. You know how to forge Aunt Lady and still in the restaurant griddle? He's still working in his restaurant, too. Evie. Secure Peace Syndicate message intercepted. You're doing well, Evie. It's almost time for us to move the next phase. Twin is en route to assist. Mencake. Mencake finds himself a long way from Butter Barn. While he misses the familiar environs, he's happy to have a break from hearing that song on endless loop. Not sure where he is currently. Butterball is flying. Max. To the sky. Ace Pilot Max Minute has always felt free among the clouds. In fact, he's picked up some contract work for No Sweat insurance, bringing people to safety above the island. That's right, he's in No Sweat, I guess. Relaxed Fit Jonesy. So this Jonesy, I'm going to assume, is either a copy of actual Jonesy. He's probably a copy of actual Jonesy, or a copy of one of these Jonesies. Like one of these Jonesies got poofy, trying to summer of that, and then the Storm's like, "Whoa, you're different enough to be your own person, so you get a copy." But most likely, he's just Jones during a fat Thor moment. Victory or whatever else you got, he's not piggy. It's time for all of us to set conflicts aside and work together. And yes, that means not calling Relaxed Fit Jonesy out on his relaxed tidying standards. There's an island to save. The Underwriter. Sorry, faulty glider deployment isn't covered by your policy. The Underwriter has huge concerns about the sudden appearance of the Crown. Mainly, he wants to find a way to avoid any and all insurance payouts due to his presence on the island. Sunbird. Fly in light and eclipse the sun. Sunbird has dedicated her life to mapping the stars in their heaven above. It's only recently that she started to realize there are fewer stars now than when she started. What? That is interesting. By the way, we're ahead of everybody else. X. Okay, who's next? Daze is behind us. Sunbird just gave us a big storyline thing. The stars are disappearing. Sort of a Doctor Who thing going there. The darkness is coming. The nothing is coming. If the Daleks fucking invade, I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm just saying that now. If the chrome and the darkness does all play off with the Daleks to do their thing again, pants are gonna be thrown away. Stash has officially joined the forces with the secretive peace syndicate, so Stash probably ceased to here. Their mission on the island is still unclear, but whatever they're up to, they're gonna need a getaway driver. Okay. Sabina. Sabina has realized you can't keep cleaning up the island if you're knee deep in dirt. She's visited who's selling secrets. Not rumors per se, but she makes no guarantees. Well, actually, go back to that. Go back to that. Let's see, my collection's on fish are terrible. Am I one on anything? Yeah, blessings. Stop fishing. You're beating me. I'm 2 there, 3 there, 4 there, 8, 5, 6, 4. One. I'm 1 here. No one else has one of these. And 1 here. Cool. I'm 1 on the jellyfish list. Okay, so we're gonna get away from this laughing lady. I hope you enjoyed the thing. When we come back in, we'll do Tall Trees. Tall Trees is one of my favorite shorts I've written. Yeah, it's probably one of the favorite on this list of this book. So hopefully you'll enjoy it when we come back. I guess I'll see y'all most likely Tuesday or Wednesday. Peace out, guys.